Hello everyone and welcome to this week's autograph update. Let's just get started. So unfortunately I can't remember the dates that I received these. It's been a bit of a hectic week. But I have 4 purchases and 3 charity shop finds. So we'll get on with the purchases first. So the first autograph I've received this week is from Charles Hanson, who I know best for being on things like Antiques Road Trip. He's an antiques expert. He's my favourite on Antiques Road Trip. He's been in Bargain Hunt, I think, all those kind of shows. And yeah, I watch Antiques Road Trip with my dad, and like I said, Charles Hanson is my favourite. Also, on the same kind of vein, I bought another Antiques Experts autograph, and that is Anita Manning, who's also one of my favourites. Again, I'm a bit of a sucker for antique programmes, and I like her on Road Trip as well. So there's my 2 antique autographs this week. Then I got 2 books. As you can see, it's been a bit of a bookish year for me so far. I've bought a lot of signed books. The first one is Best Friends by Jacqueline Wilson. Jacqueline Wilson, one of my favourite childhood authors. I do have an autograph of Jacqueline Wilson's on a postcard, but this is of course a book, and it is signed by Jacqueline Wilson. So the signature's not amazing. It's in a very weird sort of place. It would have been better to put it maybe on one of the blanker pages, although I mean it's a bit cramped in here, so it's not in the best sort of place. Maybe there would have been a nice place to put the signature, but it's still signed, so I'm not complaining too much. So that's Jacqueline Wilson, one of my favourite childhood authors again, and I do still own quite a few of her books actually. And the last book I bought is this JLS signed Our Story So Far thing. I'm not really a huge JLS fan, to be honest with you, but this was going for really, really cheap on eBay. So, and JLS are no longer together, so the only way to get them all 4 of them really, is to purchase it. As you can see, it says signed by the author. This might be something I sell in the future or keep, I don't know, but it was just cheap on eBay, and you know what that's like. And there's the 4 signatures, so I'm not quite sure who's who. I'm pretty certain that's a Riche up there. I don't really know who. That could be JB, possibly. I don't really know who's who. But there's the 4 signatures. So that's that JLS signed book. Again, if you are interested in it, I would be up for selling it maybe. And then finally, there is some charity shop finds. So my dad actually found these, and I actually had a bit of a white lie. It's 2 charity shop finds, not 3. There is 3 here, but only 2 signed, and they are playbills. So the little story with these is Dad found them, obviously, in the charity shop, and he noticed that 2 of them were signed. So the first one we have here is the Norman Conquests, and I believe this is the one that isn't signed, but I'll flick through it and show you just in case it is. And the main reason that Dad picked this up for me is because it stars Michael Gambon. And Michael Gambon, of course, plays Dumbledore in Harry Potter, among other things. And this is from 1970-something? 1974. It would be great if this was signed by Michael Gambon, but unfortunately it's not. And like I said, I don't believe this one is signed, but you can see some nice actors here. And also, fun fact, Eric Thompson is the father of Emma Thompson and Sophie Thompson. Again, Harry Potter alumni. But then these 2 do happen to have signatures. So we have Just Between Ourselves, and this was 1976, I believe. I'm not quite sure. I'll have a quick flick. 1977, sorry. And this is signed by Colin Blakely. I'm not quite sure who he is, to be honest with you, but there's the signature. There's the Michael Gambon page. That's not signed, unfortunately. And I think Colin Blakely might be the only signature in this one. Just have a little check for you. You don't see cigarette commercials anymore in playbills and stuff, do you? Yep, so Colin Blakely is the only signature in that one. And then we have my favourite, which is the Pirates of Penzance. And I just love the cover and everything of this one. And this one is from 1982, but it actually looks older than the other 2, I think, in design. And this is signed by a couple of really fantastic people when I get to it. we have behind this little piece of paper Tim Curry's autograph, which I'm really, really, really happy to get. Hopefully these are genuine, but obviously we'll not know because they're charity shop finds. Tim Curry I know, of course, best for playing Pennywise in the old It, and Frankenfurter, Rocky Horror Picture Show, lots of other bits. So that's Tim Curry, and it's also signed by George Cole, who I don't really happen to know, but he's been in a lot according to this. There's the signature. I'll do some research. And Annie Ross. I think that might be the only autograph in here, other autograph. I don't know who she is either, unfortunately, but it's still quite nice. Obviously on this page we have a very young Bonnie Langford and a very young Sylvester McCoy. They didn't sign, unfortunately. But I think that is all the signatures in here, so I'll just have a quick flick through for you. But to get Tim Curry, if that is genuine, I'm pretty damn impressed with that, because as far as I'm aware, he doesn't sign TTM. I could be wrong. Yeah, that's all. So we have 3 programmes from the charity shop that my dad found. I think he paid £5 for all 3. I don't think he told the charity shop that they were signed, or they would have charged more. This one isn't signed, but these ones do have signatures in them. And that's all that I received this week. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you like this kind of thing. And hopefully I'll see you guys next week with another autograph update. Bye-bye.